Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina.
I haven't even sat down yet. Why do you pull these up? It's like you want me to not film with you.
I like to give you a good jump scare every once in a while.
Jesus, and people say that we're gross looking sometimes. Oh, I know I'm not the prettiest peach in the patch, but...
So, drag queens. You know them. I know them.
What's with the makeup?
Back in the day, drag queens used to be just gay guys who wanted to dress up like gay icons and dance and lip sync in nightclubs.
You asked me to look up at the screen, and then you put this on the screen.
They were very entertaining back in the day. I haven't seen them since because with all the gender ideology and queer stuff, it's just kind of a turnoff completely as far as entertainment goes.
I know at one of the local community colleges, drag was, like the drag shows there were really big, the one that you attended.
Yeah.
I know back even in like the 20-teens, it was still very big there. I never went to one, but I knew like plenty of people who did. So, yeah, it's still going.
Yeah.
Whether or not you like it.
Yeah. Well, somewhere along the line, drag queens weren't just gay guys anymore. Like, straight guys co-opted it. Maybe it's because they're just boring and have no purpose. Maybe it's because they want attention.
Maybe their local colleges also had big drags.
Maybe it's because they're deranged. I don't know. But something is in the water. Here we go.
Hey Queens, it's me, Bundle of Sticks, coming to you live from the land of Minnesota, home of tater tot hot dish, frigid temperatures, and very recently...
I love how the first thing he mentions is food.
Right? Yeah, like I said, listen, I know that I'm not skinny. I'm trying. But this is terrifying.
I have 3 words for this man. Use a blender.
Oh my God.
You need a blender.
Did you put
bad.
tape on your mouth first or something? I'm confused. Did you wax your beard off after, your beard and mustache after the show? Like what, how do you get it, how does that happen?
It looks like it was
How
kind of
does that-
painted on.
That triangle of, and that
Yes.
awkward square.
Yeah.
Were you just like gobbling some apple? I don't get it. What happened?
We don't know.
federally sanctioned violence. If you didn't know, I am a queen from Minnesota, and I've only been doing drag since last March.
I think it shows. Just a little bit. Why? What intrigued you to do drag?
You know that they're all about that anti-Christian stuff, too, because he's dressed like the devil. It's not like you just did drag because you wanted to do drag. You did drag because you wanted to go against something.
Yeah, he's got like little Christmas lights around his neck, too, and then
like
bracelets.
devil horns and devil rings and stuff. And I'm not saying you can't do that. If that's your jive, do it. But like clearly your whole motif is pushing against what you think Christians like and they don't like. You know, you're using what Christians don't like to have your whole identity.
What would make a male decide to do drag randomly?
I don't think it's random.
Honestly, I'm just asking because I really have no idea.
I'd assume that you have a history of like wearing women's clothing. I don't think it's like, all out of the blue, you know, I think...
Well, obviously it was. He's been doing this for like months.
I think it starts as a kid and then you decide that, yeah, I'm going to do this.
He's like 47. What
the alternative option
randomly, I'm going to do drag.
The alternative is that you're a grown man who has never had any proclivities like that, but you just want the attention of the...
Yeah. I'm thinking it's that.
But those are the only 2 options.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot I have to learn. Look at this mug. I did it quick because I didn't want to just be in boy mode for this video, but there's so much about drag I still have to learn. But I do know that...
Boy mode? You mean man mode? If you're calling yourself a boy, it's coming across a little creepy.
The self-infantilization is concerning, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I do agree, because
Yeah.
I know there's therapy techniques where you talk essentially to your younger self, but that's not to infantilize yourself. That's to, process things that happened to you at a young age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when they're talking to the little kid in you, it's not, oh, you're a boy. It's like, oh, the young boy in you who was hurt by this action, how would he feel about, but they're over here like, I'm a little boy.
In boy mode? What are you trying to, what the... I just don't
agree.
I don't understand this at all.
You know what's even more up is you have that same bracelet. It's upstairs right now.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't want to be in boy mode. You're in.
This is supposed to, this is in boy mode?
Is this freak mode?
This is girl mode, right?
Weirdo mode?
By the power of association, if this is in boy mode, this is girl mode. And that's scary.
If this is what he thinks girl mode is.
By the property of association, yes, it would have to be, right?
I'm a little frightened to see what woman mode is.
Well, girl and woman would be the same because boy and man to him are the same.
How do you know?
Maybe he's a man and he just called himself a boy.
Well, a lot of men call themselves boys for other reasons that I can't say online, and I think we all know.
Gross, let's move on then.
This. And that drag is more than makeup and jewelry and cool costumes, right? It's about resistance. It's queer resistance. And we need you right now. And the reason I became a drag queen was because...
Hold up. Queer is just, it's a religious, cultish ideology. It's not like straight people call themselves queer all the time. Are they a part of our group, the LGBTQ? They shouldn't be, but there's a lot of really pathetic men out there who call themselves boys and identify as queer all the time.
There are also drag queens who are straight.
Yeah, you know
Even
what?
if you don't want to admit it,
I
still
never
happens.
got that. I never understood that.
I'm not saying I understand.
Why do straight men have to co-opt everything about the gays and the lesbians?
Well, I think
and,
that at
trans,
at the
they're
end of the day-
co-opting everything.
At the end of the day, you're just playing dress up. So yes, drag can be done by a straight man, and I think that's the big thing that we're all not listening to is that
It used to be the gay man's
But the thing is, you don't have to be gay to do drag. So no, not all drag performers are queer. By their own logic, they're not all queer.
But queer is just an ideology.
They're cross-dressing,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean they have a queer identity. Just because you dress up, if you're an actor and you take on the role of someone who's a male part and you're a female, does that make you now queer because you played the part of a male role?
According to crazy people like this, absolutely.
So Fairly Odd Parents, really well-known kids show, right?
I bet they call them queer too.
The main voice of the little boy is Timmy Turner, right? His voice is a woman. So is she queer?
According to
Because she's
these
voicing
weird
a boy.
people, yeah.
Some of the time, she's voicing like a boy.
Look,
so.
they call everything queer. They call everything trans. They've co-opted the whole thing.
My point with that is that she's not queer. And, I mean, he sounds gay, so I'm going to say that he's probably queer. But there's a chance he's not. There's a chance. Just like with any drag performer. Just like drag kings. Drag kings exist. Women that dress like men for the shows. And guess what? Some of those aren't gay either. They're just straight women who dress up like men.
Once again, why are they invading the stuff that we used to enjoy?
I'm not saying they should, but I'm just saying
It's like you have your own things.
They're not mutually exclusive.
You have your own straight things. Go over there.
But that's the thing is it's not inherently a gay thing.
It used to be.
But to wear clothing is not inherently gay.
No, that's cross-dressing. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like drag specifically.
So, but the point is that drag shows have been called queer, but are not exclusively queer.
You mean gay?
No, their definition queer.
Okay. Woke mind virus man over here. His definition of queer.
Because queer would be trans or homosexual, no? A lot of these people are just straight people going there.
No, queer doesn't invite homosexuals. Queer is actually the opposite of homosexual.
But their definition doesn't say that.
Their definitions don't make sense
I'm not saying
alongside
that they do.
each other.
Yeah, I'm just saying by their own definition, these people aren't even gay all the time.
No.
Yeah.
They're just infiltrating and co-opting.
Yes.
Just everything. They just can't leave the gays alone, can they? They can't leave us to have our stuff. They have to get involved because they're pathetic losers.
Do you know that last year was 10 years? Only 10.
10 years what?
Since they legalized gay marriage. 2015.
What a mess.
It was like June.
It became a freaking mess.
I remember because I was in high school.
Been...
And I had started talking to my first girlfriend, and I was so excited to like have the prospect of potentially getting married one day, and not with her, but just in general. And it was 2015, and so it's 2026. This would be the 11th year.
Yeah.
And you guys are trying to get it taken away. So hard, so hard for no reason.
I blame straight people.
I mean, yeah.
I blame the retarded straight people. The boring ones who are activists on the side and then drag queens at night. I'm really tired of this shit. They really need to go back to their straightville and leave the gays alone. Just leave us alone. Let us have our shit.
We've been asking
We used
forever to be left alone.
Yeah, we used to enjoy that kind of art and entertainment, and then the straights took over and ruined everything. They just it all up.
I was inspired by these people who were so unafraid to be themselves, to unabashedly stand up for change,
But unafraid to be themselves, but they're pretending to be someone else.
And then you go back to
Right,
being yourself after.
But that's not being yourself. Wait,
Isn't that literally what
being-
drag is
No.
you pretend to be someone else to go back to being yourself after.
Pretending to be someone else is not being proud of being yourself.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
performing as someone else. It has nothing to do
That's the whole
with
definition.
who you are. You're not performing as yourself. You're performing as a character.
That's why you give them fake names and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's sorry. These people are just so retarded.
They're so retarded.
I know.
stand up for what they believed in. And for someone like me, who's a recovering people pleaser, this gives me kind of a
Recovering? You're still in the mess.
You're people pleasing the left
Obviously.
at any given turn.
Case in point.
It's funny to me how he says we need you because we're dying in the streets. Basically, he didn't say that part, but it feels like it, right? What he needs is you to go to his drag show to pay for him to continue to do drag, and it's just like any other marketing. We need you now more than ever. You know who really needs you? We need you. Help us out.
Yeah.
This guy needs mental health help, obviously.
He needs a psych ward
To call
stat.
yourself a recovering people pleaser,
While you're doing people pleasing.
everyone, to some degree or another, is a people pleaser. Whether it's how you want to interact with that person. So yes, a lot of us are raised to be people pleasers. A lot of us are. And yes, a lot of us has to figure that out. But you're never going to recover from that. You are just going to learn how and when to people please and how and when not to people please. That is the real answer.
protective shell to feel like I could do that more and not have as many consequences. But the fact of the matter is, this is incredibly vulnerable in its own way. But I wanted to let you know that if you're another drag queen, or you're a gay person, or trans, or non-binary, whatever, wherever you fall on the spectrum, we need you. Because queer joy is resistance. And what's happening in Minnesota right now is not normal. People are chanting
Hey,
just
fucking man.
an hour away from me.
You're right.
That is not, whatever is going on on my
Yeah.
screen is not
It's
normal.
not normal.
And what's happening in Minnesota is not normal either.
There are a lot of really deranged lunatics out there screaming at people. I wouldn't want them in my house.
I strongly believe in the right to protest, but I don't believe in the right to interfere with law enforcement.
Or the right to bully.
And I do believe that every time you put your hands and violence towards law enforcement, they will meet you with the exact same force, if not more. And so protest, please protest from the sidelines though. I'm not telling you. I don't think you should have a want to protest this, but if you do, protest safely from the sidelines with no weapons. It's not that hard. Put up a little sign, yell all you want. Don't touch anyone.
Westboro Baptist Church, Pastor Fred Phelps, they used to go to a lot of different places and protest. Abortion clinics was one of them. Soldiers' funerals. They used to have vile signs and they used to scream at people. I thought they were the worst of the worst when it came to protesters till I saw the left and the way that they protest. And they blew those people out of the water with the ridiculous, unhinged derangedness that is left-wing protests. Because it's not protesting. It's bullying, it's being violent, it's spitting on people, it's harassment, it's doxing. It's the whole shebang of retardation and unhingedness. And I truly believe we need to open up mental asylums and put them in there for the duration of their natural life.
I think if you put them in jail for a month for protesting, I'm not saying this person obviously hasn't done anything wrong or illegal. They're just talking about something we disagree with. But if you're out there protesting in a violent manner, you should be arrested for at least 30 days, depending on how violent the crime was, the action was. And I think that will put a lot of people in their places because a lot of these people haven't been arrested and haven't had consequences. Start there. Then after that, psych ward.
Well, at that point, it wouldn't be protesting, it would be rioting.
Yes, and that's why I strongly believe in your right to protest. And even though I don't disagree with this, if you do, you should have the right to protest. But that doesn't give you the right to put your hands on people or to use violence towards people.
Well, that's why they changed language and definitions in order to be violent. Words are violence, but their violence
Isn't violence.
is just protest.
Unless something happens to them,
Right.
then it's violence again.
Definition of woman, they've changed it. The definition of violence, they've changed it. The definition, like microaggressions and assault, like all the definitions they've changed in order to allow them to do whatever they want without consequence. It's complete lunacy, and they should be just thrown in an asylum with each other so they can drive each other mad and allow the rest of us to live our lives peacefully without these deranged losers.
I think we should make Liberal Island and Conservative Island.
Liberal Island will be Minnesota. That's what it'll be. They want to take Minnesota and have it be a part of Canada, but they're
Let them have it.
in Minnesota, which is in the United States. So if they don't believe in borders and they want to be a part of Canada and they don't want to be a part of the U.S., do you think they're not going to have borders?
Because they're going to want to come to the U.S., but I bet you if they leave, they're not going to be it's a whole mess if you want to actually do something like that. Plus, Canada, there's no way Canada's actually looking into that. So
It's like being on ketamine and acid at the same time. That's how I see them, the way that they think and how they act. It's like their brains are on acid and ketamine and DMT all at the same time, while also having the alcoholic rage. Just a cacophony of bad, deranged lunacy.
yeah.
Fuck ICE for a reason. Because what's happening goes against everything that a democracy should stand for. And I am proud to be the devil in their story.
Told you.
And to be demonized if I have to. Because
Told you. The whole time you're like, I want to be what these people hate. I want to be what these people hate. What did I say from the beginning?
So
I
it's-
didn't even see.
So
I
it's
didn't
people
even see this.
pleasing. It's people pleasing once again.
Yeah, you're people pleasing the left by trying to piss off the right.
Yeah, you're not pissing us off. You're just
Trying.
you're a lunatic.
Trying. But yes, I was right
You're
from the
making me
beginning.
laugh.
I was so. I don't often say it, but I called this from the shot of the video.
Yeah, that's true. Also, another thing that they changed the definition of, changed the definition of that. The definition of liberal, the definition of conservative. Like, what is anyone anymore? Okay, well, 90% of the country who don't abide by any of their insanity ideology are right-wingers, conservatives. You know, that's a lot of people working against you. But you made them do that by pushing rational people away from your side.
Intentionally dressing up as something you know they hate in order to get negative attention from that side instead of for 1 second trying to come to a middle ground with them. That's why we're continuing to have these issues, because you chose from the beginning, which I spent 1 minute and 50 seconds listening to you, even though I knew the answer, is that you choose to be defiant. You choose to not want to actually come to a middle ground.
And instigate.
That's why you do drag, because you want to piss off the right.
Yeah, it's not because you love it.
Ta-da! So how long have we been here?
It's just another grift.
Go back to the beginning and give a big old thumbs up, because I was right the whole time. I don't say it that much usually, but this guy.
Yeah, agreed.
My calling is. That is why Bundla Sticks exists. To shake up the system and to show the world that I'm not afraid. So if you are an artist, a drag artist, or anything like that, we need you. Please join us. Because no matter where you are in relation to Minnesota, it may feel like it's far away, but it's not. And one day, it's going to be closer than you care for. And I really hope that's not the case. But I do know if we come together and we support our neighbors, our immigrant neighbors, our BIPOC neighbors, and everybody else who's being targeted by this administration.
No, immigrants aren't being targeted, it's illegals. There's a big difference. That's another definition change. All of a sudden, illegals became immigrants and migrants, and criminals became asylum seekers. Like, these people are freaking crazy. And I love that the mainstream media shows it, and other media outlets. and creators show the unhingedness that is them, because it really is an eye-opener to regular people when they do see it, that these people are freaking insane. They'll either think these people are insane or they're insane for a reason. But the reason is in their head. It's not like in reality. It's in their head because they're crazy.
You have to remember that the media that they engage with makes it so they think it's real.
Yeah, but it's just fantasy.
Look, people like Tim Walz make it feel like it's real for them because Tim Walz convinces people like this guy that he's in the right.
Anyone who listens to Tim Walz has got to be freaking retarded as shit.
There's evidence, case number 1, evidence example 1 of many.
Please tell me one person who thinks that Tim Walz is the voice of reason and should be idolized. I'd love to know.
The nurse that got shot and Renee Good. And this guy. That's 3 people I can think of off the top of my head who would follow his advice, think he's in the right, and are doing the things that he wants them to do, even though it's really bad advice.
2 of them are dead and 1 is some deranged fat dude.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying that the
It obviously has consequences.
the proof isn't that I'm not saying that Tim Walz is a logical person. I'm saying that Tim Walz has convinced these people he is. And that there are more people. That's 3 people that we could think of. There's more people like that out there, and they need to be talked to and talked off the ledge, man.
Well, I'm glad they're not here and they're in Minnesota where they can freeze.
New York is also too cold and too busy for any of us to give that much time up.
Yeah, Western New York, it doesn't really, that's not happening here.
We're a bunch of cold, miserable fucks and the Bills lost, so we're pretty mad about that.
Yeah, we're kind of, have a stick up our ass.
Ice is here, but we don't care because the Bills lost.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Yeah, that's what it feels like in Western New York. How about your neck of the woods?
We can make a difference, and that's the only thing that we can do is stick together and lead with love and glamour, if you want to call this that.
Have you seen Love? I haven't seen Love at all.
Have you seen Glamour?
I have seen Unhinged.
I definitely think he loves himself, he loves his food, and he loves drag.
He definitely loves his food.
And I get it, dog. I do love food, too. I'm not trying to be mean. I also think food is good, and that's why I got here, too. But my point is that he's not incapable of loving. He's incapable of using logic and rational reasoning skills.
Yeah, henceforth, how can you, actually... Well, you
Also-
can love without ever having someone love you.
Yes.
And that's this guy.
Also, I'm working to lower my weight. You know that. I'm
actively. You're not saying I'm big and beautiful and I'm a queen.
I'm actually
like
down
this
10 pounds
fruit.
since the start of the year, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Not that you can see it. I'm not trying to fuck.
It's a gradual progression.
I mean, I wish I could snap my fingers and it'd be gone.
Oh my
but I
God,
think
wouldn't that
everyone
be
does.
great?
I think
That'd be
everyone
great.
does. And if you want to actually hear about my personal journey with this fucking bullshit, then we'll put videos up. I could do maybe TikTok or something, but you'd have to actually say you want it in
Yeah.
comments.
The queer community doesn't need help, okay? Not the kind of help that he wants. They do need another kind of help, but not like
Your money.
help in the resistance. Yeah. Or yeah. They need like mental help. Stat.
Agreed.
Thank you so much. I love you guys, and yeah.
He loves us.
Fuck ice.
He loves us.
I mean, it really is a community of love
Aw.
and acceptance.
Do you think he'll love us when he sees this?
Well, like and subscribe, everybody. Join our memberships
Love
to
you
keep
guys.
this channel going.
Love you all, no matter what, actually. Just kidding, because if you actually are a bad person, I don't love you, but...
Join our memberships to keep this channel going, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
I didn't get to fully make my letters, but do the thing. Do it. Do the thing. To the lady who cared about my sign, thank you.